All right, good evening, everyone. I'm ABC2 Chief Meteorologist Wyatt Everhart with your 9 o'clock live web weather stream here on ABC2News.com. Well, we start off with a quiet finish to the Veterans Day holiday, and a big salute to all the veterans out there. I was in the Coast Guard myself back in the 90s, and always want to see a good Veterans Day weather-wise. We had one today. Now things changing dramatically as we go just a few hours past Veterans Day, a few hours past midnight tonight, and you won't believe the difference. Just some fair weather clouds across the state right now. We're talking about low to mid-50s out there, so a mild night. One of the culprits with that is a south breeze that continues to pull up mild air out of the Shenandoah tonight, and this is going to continue to be the setup at least through the midnight hour. In fact, the midnight hour may end up being our high temperature for the entire day tomorrow, as we expect very, very minimal warm-up through the day off the morning lows, which should be in the upper 30s. The bottom line is winter weather is on the march, and as we look at the overall setup here across the Great Lakes, you see the Arctic frontal boundary. You can make it out well defined here with rain and then flipping over to snow on the back edge of the boundary, coming across Detroit, Buffalo, and Chicago right now. And lake effect snow streamers with that cold Arctic air plunging in behind that boundary. All of that headed for Maryland as we go into the day on your Tuesday. And you can see the difference in temperatures, 50 or so in Baltimore, 30s in Cleveland, and teens and 20s as you go north and west up into places like Minneapolis and Fargo, North Dakota, 10 degrees there. So the Arctic blast continues to settle in out of the upper Midwest as we go through the day on Tuesday, and it will continue at least in some ways into the day on Wednesday, meaning early Wednesday morning looks very cold, though I think by late Wednesday afternoon we'll begin to see just a little bit of moderation. The bottom line is this: overnight tonight, down into the upper 30s, showers toward dawn, which will quickly flip to mixed showers. And I will say this, with the air temps bottoming out in the upper 30s after a day in the 50s today, several days above freezing, the snow that does fly, the snow showers through the morning hours tomorrow, should generally melt on contact. But you have to remember, wet roads and rain showers, all it takes to snarl the morning commute. So when you throw in frozen precipitation and things are just a little more slippery with melting snow, I would give yourself a lot of extra time for the morning commute tomorrow. No question about that. Okay, so hour by hour, overnight, clouds increasing past midnight. Again, our high temperature on the entire day tomorrow, maybe at 45 degrees or so we're at midnight. Mixed showers moving in toward the morning, upper 30s. Maybe we bounce back 2 degrees or so by midday tomorrow. Snow showers, though, a good bet. These will be tapering off, though, as we go to midday and into the early afternoon. I think the morning is going to be the peak window for those snow showers. By the way, statistically, 55 where we were today, which seemed like a mild Veterans Day, was actually 3 degrees below average. And in fact, the numbers over the next several days will probably run as much as 20 degrees below average. Unbelievable early blast. We statistically, to get snow in mid-November in Maryland, a very rare event, even if it doesn't stick at all. Measurable snow, exceedingly rare. But again, there it is for you on the march out of the upper Midwest. Now, our future radar model, pinpointing the timing a little bit here for you. Rain showers, flipping to snow showers as early as 5 o'clock in the morning. So this is going to be getting ahead of the morning commute. Then mixed showers towards 6 a.m. and then still some mixed showers and snow showers, in fact, toward 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. It'll all blast south fairly quickly, but it's a bad window of timing, obviously, even if it doesn't stick very well at all. Snowflakes flying on the morning commute, that is going to be a headache. All right, let's get a little more detailed here, as we like to do here on the 9 o'clock live stream, and just take you a little bit behind the forecast. Some of the products we don't show on television, we're able to get a little more nitty-gritty here with the live stream, so let's do that for you. And this is what am I looking at now? You're saying, well, this is the 250 millibar chart. This averages, 25, 30, 35,000 feet up. And what we're looking for here is the pronounced dip in the jet stream, trough in the east, and that's what we have coming in as we work into your Tuesday. Huge dip in the jet. That allows the polar air to come in out of the northern reaches of Canada, the northern territories. And this is going to be into early Wednesday morning, very frigid look. Big, deep dip in the jet continuing in a late day Wednesday. Now watch as we go into Thursday and Friday. Yeah, leveling out a little bit. And it looks like a more moderating temperature pattern because the jet will be leveled out, especially as we go into the end of the weekend. And perhaps if we go way long term here, we see another trough digging in toward Monday of next week. Doesn't look quite as deep as this one, though. Precipitation-wise, take you down to 2 meters on the NAM model, and of course Maryland right here on the right part of your screen. And as we go forward in time here, there we go with a moisture line coming through. You notice it's much more robust before it hits West Virginia. And so that's the real wild card to me in this whole forecast. I was chatting with some people on Facebook about it earlier. How much of the moisture survives the high terrain to the west, survives the mountain? And will we get some interaction with the bay, which is in the low mid-50s now, with that cold air edging, and will that kind of help redevelop some of these showers? It's possible. But bottom line is, from a timing standpoint, we have shower action into the midday. This is closer to lunchtime. Early afternoon, we clear. So nothing more than flurries by early afternoon. So it is, in fact, that early bird morning commute right through about your lunch hour, and then things clear. And that is the window. And behind that, you see we stay very dry, extremely dry, as a giant high-pressure cell settles in across the east. In fact, WPC, the Weather Prediction Center, marking it as a 1043 polar high, very high pressure. Typically an indication of very frigid high-pressure cell this time of year. So let's roll forward. Look at that high-pressure cell sinking down. We see precipitation hash drawn over Maryland. They tend to agree with our analysis, blasting it out of here by late Tuesday evening. And then that 1040 high just sinks in. You know, it'll moderate some, but the November sun angle can only do so much by mid-November, and that's a chilly look until we at least get into the day on Thursday. Let's go beyond that timing-wise. This is Thursday morning. High pressure over the southeast. We stay nice and dry. That's another sunny look on Friday. We'll moderate temperature-wise. We'll start to get return flow maybe on the backside of this thing, although it looks like another weak boundary tries to sneak in through New England. That's for the weekend. So really a dry and quiet-looking pattern right into the weekend once we get past tomorrow morning and in the cold that we'll be dealing with. By the way, if you're flying out tomorrow, other than windy conditions at BWI and some snow showers, call your airline. But wherever you're flying to looks pretty routine, except for maybe South Florida, Fort Myers, Naples, and across through Miami. There may be some thunderstorm action down there in deep South Florida, but that's about all we see for travel headaches, other than getting out of here with snow flurries, and frankly, just getting to the airport on a day like that could be tough. So here we go. Those wintry showers on and off through the morning hours on your Tuesday, and then I think it's all about temperatures. These are misleading. Yes, high temperature of 42, maybe midday Tuesday, but probably going to be at midnight tonight, our high temperature Tuesday. Then 44 or so on your Wednesday. Let's skip to the full 7-day here. And you can see we just trend milder, finally, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But this is a serious cold blast. And remember, with the wind up both Tuesday and Wednesday, it'll feel like 30s just about all day tomorrow and most of the day on Wednesday. Maybe late Wednesday afternoon, things will moderate a little bit, but finally returning to normal toward the end of the week. That's the latest and greatest from the ABC 2 Storm Center. We're going to have much more coming up on ABC 2 News at 11 o'clock. We're going to have the complete winter outlook for you. A lot going on weather-wise tonight in the 11 o'clock newscast on ABC 2. Hope to see you there, and we'll catch you here next time for the 9 o'clock live stream every Monday through Friday night.